Today we are playing with fire. Yes, we are. I've been looking on the web and looking at designs for building a coaxial, whatchamacallit, gasifying fireplace. That's the one. So the trick to the gasifying fire is that you have two chambers, an inner chamber and an outer chamber. The inner one's the combustion chamber, and the outer one is heated by the combustion, and it draws air up through the chimney effect, which actually sucks the gases down out of the inner one and vents them into the chamber, which burns them. And the whole point of it is that it should burn without giving off any smoke at all. So, 2 beer cans. First, we make the inner chamber. Cool. Don't crimp it down too hard. If you do that, it will split. There you go, and that's our inner chamber, and that will fit inside quite nicely. Now at the top, it's got to go inside the tin. So okay, the top of the inner chamber fits inside. The bottom of the inner chamber, I want to crimp this corner off. And the final thing about the inner chamber, of course, is that we need to have the gas jets to return the gas to the combustion. To do that, I'm going to put a V-shaped cut into each side, and then tuck it in. The goal of this is to get the jets pointing down into the can. So, well, that's crimped into there. Should be okay. Great. So that's the inner chamber, and it's the. Now let's build the outer bit. First, we'll take the centre out of this. This is where the fire's going to come up, and where we're going to actually feed it from. Don't want a huge vent coming out of it, so that's all I want. So now we cut off the base of this. All right. There you go. We've got that. We've got 4 little jets coming down, which you can just see in there. Now then, the base of this. To build this, we're going to convert this into a base. Now, the release of the volatiles happens inside this chamber and needs to come out through the base, which means that we need some holes in it. Like so. Okay. Now, we're going to organise some little legs for it to stand on. Then I'm going to cut this stuff away so that it fits inside, but I want to leave that ridge there so that this stuff can sit inside that ridge to hold it in place. Alright, and that should fit over there, at least it would if I'd done it properly, which I haven't. So, fantastic. Well, at this stage all we need is the base. What I'll do is cool, so each of those is now held in, and that allows me to put this back on. Hold it in. Ah, I forgot the important thing. See if you can guess what I forgot. There you go. That should do, hopefully. There you go. Right. And that is that. Air holes suck the air up. Well, air holes admit air. The chimney effect sucks the air up and down into the vents, pulling smoke down with it to accomplish that. And, well, let's see how it burns. Okay, ventilation hole's not big enough. Right. So, we've got some big ass holes down the bottom. And god damn it, that ought to be enough. Let's try this again. Oh, damn it. Can the iPhone see this? Oh, look at that there. You can actually see the fire coming out of the vent, just under the out of the jet, just coming under there. There's also one coming out that side, which you can't see, and the other two are a bit smaller. That's very, very definite. That's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Now, according to the stuff you read, what's supposed to happen is that smoke is that volatiles are supposed to be being drawn out of the bottom by reverse pressure, and frankly I just don't see that. I think what's happening is that air enters the bottom, burns the stuff, it releases volatiles, and the purpose of the jets is just to admit more air into it and make sure it's completely burned. Having said that, it does work very nicely, and you know, we've got look at that. Okay, that flame has died right down, and what that means is that it's finished burning all of its volatiles. We do have a charcoal fire under there, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quench it. Now, according to me, the volatiles had all burnt off, right? That means that all that should be left in this thing is charcoal. Oh yeah, that's quite definite.